Shade 45, SiriusXM, the infamous Amadeuz officially tapped in for the Punchline Academy. Shout out to everyone who was locked in with me in the left lane for the left lane mix. Now listen, if you're riding around your city at any point when you hear me on the Wheels of Steel, be sure to go to my last collaboration post on the Shade 45 Instagram page and comment your city and state because I want to shout you out. Make sure you are in the left lane, and if you are in the HOV lane tone, you are a legend. And those shout-outs get prioritized. Round of applause for that, please. Why not?
That's a big fact.
Now, when it comes to elite MCs, the guy on the left needs no introduction, has been making waves in hip-hop for a long time. We actually have a unreleased video that's coming. For those who don't know, I've directed a bunch of videos, and I have an unreleased Cormega video that we are working on, and he's here. Shout out my brother Cormega. What's up, boy?
Love, fam. Thanks for having me.
What's up, man? Follow you on Instagram. You kind of have done like your own OD to Hip Hop 50, where you're promoting or posting album covers and giving like stories of what you feel about it. Like, what kind of made you want to do that?
I did it last year initially because I felt like a lot of the praise was being recycled in hip hop. You know, I think there's so many people that deserve recognition. Like you said, elite MC, but if we ask somebody, you know who OC is?
Yeah.
Some of them don't, and that's like a crime to OC, Tila, Rock, and there's just so many guys that spit and so many females that contributed to the culture that wasn't getting the recognition. So I just took it upon my platform to do it.
Yeah, we had an interesting conversation where you were talking about ageism in hip hop, right? And now we're past Hip Hop 50. So where do you think that we are now, especially when you see someone like Killer Mike winning Grammys? I mean, even like Jelly Roll, not in hip hop, but they're also being recognized. So, like, how does that perspective change when you look at it? I
was so proud. When you look at the Grammys that just recently passed, you had Killer Mike won, right? So I don't know how old he is. I
think he's 48.
Okay, so he's about to be 50, right?
Yeah.
Nas was nominated. 50.
He won his first Grammy.
He won it. Yeah, I know. Yeah. I won one. I won one.
That's right. Round of applause. You got a Grammy, man. Come on.
So you got Killer Mike. He's about to be 50. Black Thought. He's got to be up there, right? Yeah. And then Nas. So those three people alone nominated and won. And then there's other artists too. So it's like it's starting to come around where they're starting to observe and recognize and analyze and give certain artists recognition for their contribution. So I feel like a door was open, or like a pattern was broken, and we're going to a newer phase. A mature hip hop should be able to grow like rock did, like jazz did, and it's starting too with people embracing this.
The Inphamus Amadeuz still tapped in for the Punchline Academy. I got my family here, Cormega, in the building. Rock it out. Shout out to everyone who's tapped in the left lane and sending all these questions and comments on social media. When you look back at your catalog in general, what project do you say defines you?
That's a very good question. I think certain projects define me as certain. I think the realness was definitive of me during that time. And I think the true meaning was a ambitious album, because after the realness came out, no matter what you do, you're gonna have a critic or a hater. And some people was trying to act like I got lucky. I heard all the it was for the controversy made it like this, or he's just a mixtape rapper, or he's just a street rapper. So the true meaning was a show and prove album. So that's when I showed growth on that. I actually won the first independent Source Awards. They didn't even have independent Source Awards back. I was the first one to win one. So that album showed growth. What you got? Born and Raised, that might be a definitive call. That's the sleeper of the whole catalog. And I think that's one of my favorite albums. Mega Philosophy, that was just me, a conscious side, that was growth. And then the last album that I did is the one that I'm gonna have to redo it so I could really give the people the true me.
Without getting too much into it, how does politics sometime take us off our course of music, right? We have an idea, we're creating, we want things to go a certain way, and then there's just some times where the universe or certain people may not see it that way. Like, how do you deal with that? Forget Cormega the rapper, like as a person.
The human me. I think the politics definitely dampen, affect art. They affect artists. They affect the human side of you. It affects your confidence. It affects your will. I think there's a lot of great artists that we've never heard of because they quit because of the politics, and that could have been me. When I went through it, my first reality check of what the industry is, I wanted to quit. I started hustling again, to be honest with you. And then I told the story many times. I said, my man Blue, God bless the day, he passed away, but he was like, don't forget you're a rapper. Like, don't forget what made me a fan of you was your music. Like, you my brother, I love you, but you're a dope rapper, don't forget that. And when he died, those words haunted me. So it's like, I think anybody, no matter what you're doing, when there's politics involved, you have to ask yourself, am I built for this? Is this what I want? And my mentality was, if the politics win, if I let the politics make me quit, then they won. I can't do that. I can't let down my fans. I can't let down myself. So that's how I deal with it, you know? And every phase of it, you grow.
Man.
15 minutes. So, you know, I don't have to be approachable because I'm right there. You know what I'm saying? It's like, just respect my space. Like, if you see me with a kid, if I want my kids, leave me alone.
Almost deaf.
Let me enjoy it more. If you see me with a lady, you know what I'm saying, and you think something, leave me alone. It might just be my friend, but still leave me alone. But if you're at a Cormega show, I gotta speak to you. If an artist comes to if a fan comes to your show and you're not kicking it with them, you're an asshole. You know what I'm saying? So I'm reachable, but just give me space too.
Make sure you give Mega space. So if you see him and wifey in Walmart, make sure you stand clear. The Punchline Academy, the Inphamus Amadeuz Tone Viera is here. Shade 45. Now, you mentioned in the last break that you got a Grammy for this Nas record with who's on it? Well, Dre's on it, which that was surprising.
That was Dre's on it.
Full Circle.
Full Circle. The whole firm, the original firm.
The original firm. So talk about the record and kind of like, how was that phone call when they hit you like, yo, big homie, we got to get on this record?
I mean, it didn't take much convincing. It was like I wasn't gonna be the one to say no.
Okay.
You know, imagine the fans' reaction finding out there could have been a firm record and somebody said no to doing it. So, and then it was long overdue. I felt like it was a perfect way to let the public know that me and Nas was on good terms, and it was a beautiful moment. So we did it.
That's right, man. The Punchline Academy, the Inphamus Amadeuz, Cormega is here. Let's get into this Full Circle record live and direct. Shout out to everyone tapped in the Inphamus Amadeuz. I'm here for the Punchline Academy, Shade 45, every single Wednesday, 7 p.m. EST, playing that shit. I got my brother Cormega in the building. So I want to name some rappers, and I want you to tell me what is the first thing that comes to mind when you hear them, and if you have like any stories, whether you met them or maybe, you know, listening to the music or something like that. All right. Tupac Shakur.
Tupac Shakur is he's my GOAT rapper. Not GOAT lyricist, but I've grown to appreciate Tupac more and more. You know, some people say as the days go on, as the decades go on, and that just goes to show you how great he is. Because there's some artists that were amazing. Some might have had lyrics better than him, but they barely get talked about. Yeah, this dude he had a song, How Long Will They Mourn Me? It seems like forever. I've been to Africa and seen Tupac murals. Really? Like everywhere around the world I went. That's how I judge your greatness too. You could be the man over here, but I've been around the world and I've seen people give this man love. And even when they were so-called East Coast, West Coast beef, if that's the case, why did New Jersey love him so much? Yeah. That's the East Coast. Yeah. Atlanta's the East Coast. I seen this man get love all over, and then his catalog. You got to remember, what he died at, 27?
25.
25.
25. So his whole entire catalog was recorded before 25. You know how much slack I get when I tell people that he's my number one MC? Because there is a difference between a lyricist and an MC. I mean, that's a whole other conversation. But I don't know why people generally haven't realized.
Listen to put his words on a piece of paper and read it. Yeah. He's a poet expressing himself through rap. Yeah. He's amazing. Like, he's amazing. Could he battle Cool G Rap? I didn't say that. But can he touch your heart with words? Yeah. Can he uplift you with words? Can he give somebody that's not from the hood a polarizing view of the hood? Can he make your parents say, turn that off, I don't want to hear that in my house? And then the next day, your parents like, I like this guy, who's that? This the same guy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he made you feel the same way no matter what emotion he was spilling. And I mean, when you look at it in retrospect, like we were talking about, I mean, he made people believe he was from the West Coast, and we knew that he was from the Bronx and Baltimore. I mean, how can you not anoint someone like that? Okay, next artist, Big L.
Big L. Oof. Big L. When I think Big L, I think Harlem. A spitter, energy. His nickname was Coleon. When I first came home, I was like, oh boy, because my nickname was Coleon.
Oh.
So, but me and him was cool, so I just changed my nickname so I could have my own identity. Cool brother. My story with him is a story of regret, supreme regret. I seen him at Bear Mountain. That was like a trip. Mm-hmm. Harlem was there, Queens was there. I guess a few boroughs was there. And he's like, yo, Mega, this one I didn't know about just being a creative and keep creating. So that's when I was working on the Testament album, and I was signed to Violator Def Jam. And Big L was like, yo, is there room on the album? And I was like, nah, I finished. Right? So I didn't have the foresight to be like, but let's just do something else.
Yeah.
I'm thinking, I'm finished, but it's Big L. I'm seeing we'll do something. We'll do something definitely.
Yeah.
But
in time.
Right.
Yeah.
But that moment never came. So when he passed, I was so upset that he passed, and I was so upset that I didn't take that moment. I didn't seize that opportunity. But at the same time, studio access wasn't always easy. And when you first get on a label, the label handles all your studio stuff. So like you said, the politics. I had to wait, and I was on the shelf at that time too.
Yeah.
So it's like,
so you couldn't work at the speed that you probably wanted to work in.
So if I had I got the studio right now, let's go, I would have did it. So I regret that. Big L was dope though, rapper.
Rest in peace, Big L. They actually have the Big L story coming out. It's like a documentary. I think somebody in his family's doing a shout to them. All right, let's take it to Brooklyn. $500,000.
$500,000, dope rapper. $500,000 was AZ Man. $500,000. I never worked with him, but I met him. I met him in Brooklyn. They have this thing in Brooklyn. I forgot the name of it. I don't know if it's June Balloon. I forgot some Brooklyn festival celebration thing they had. And I went to Brooklyn. I was out there chilling, and I seen $500,000. He had one of those. He had a 190E to throw, the pay the full era joints. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, wow, he different, because this was after that. Yeah. And he was cool. He showed me love. We kicked it, but we never worked together. So his death was a tragic story, and I hated to see that happen, man. I think if he would have been alive, he would have definitely made some waves.
Yeah, rest in peace, $500,000. Let's take it to the West Coast for our West Coast listeners. Ice-T.
Ice-T is a chameleon. When you think about Ice-T, first of all, he's one of the first rappers when you really think about it.
Yeah.
He wasn't one of the first from the Cool Herc in them era, but I'm talking about he's early, especially in where he's at. He been in the game since the movie Break-In was out. Yeah. We was little.
What year did he drop? Like 85?
I don't remember, but you remember the movie Break-In with Turbo? He was in there rapping.
That's crazy.
Right? That's back in the days. Yeah. So, but the thing I like about Ice is that he transcended through time. Like he's not, at one moment the movie Colors is out, and his voice is more remembered in the movie. I just remember Colors.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So he's that, and then you know him as his West Coast rapper, and he had one of the most polarizing album covers ever. Him with his lady. Yeah. She was super fine. Remember? Power, I believe.
Yeah. I seen the I guess it was Neo that was trying to like touch his wife or something.
Wow.
Like at was it like an event? Tom, you heard about that? It was like, I guess he was at an event, and like Neo was like staring at Coco, and like he kept it player. Like he kept it player. Like he went over to Coco and was like, yo, he trying to, and then she was like, yeah, she's like bent over. Like he kept it like super West Coast.
Yeah, he's different. He's different. But shout out to him. I respect him because I know people from the street that was trying to get right, and he gave them opportunities. You know what I'm saying? And a brother named Lake was doing something, and he called Ice-T.
Is this Lake Queensbridge?
Yeah.
Lake, yeah.
And he called Ice-T to do something for him, and he did it. He came.
Really?
Whatever event Lake threw, Ice-T was his guest. Also.
Really?
Yeah. No. Go through my manager. The funny. None of that stuff.
Like
he just
direct
did.
connection with them.
Right. And yo, this dude came to Queensbridge when they did Keep It Thorough video. Ice-T was out there.
That's crazy.
Yeah, he ain't had no security, none of that. So I respect him. So shout out to him.
And this is superstar Ice-T because I was already in movies.
He been in, what's that TV show he's on? It's been on forever.
Law and Order.
Law and Order.
Yeah, Law and Order.
So he was in what's that? New Jack City.
Yeah.
So this dude been a star forever, and he's just real.
Yeah. I had read somewhere that he is the longest standing consistent male character on television ever.
That's what I'm telling. Like that show been on for a very long time.
That's never been.
Him and Bart Simpson.
Yeah. Oh, Bart Simpson.
24 seasons.
Yeah. All right. Our final one. DOC.
DOC is the what if of rap.
Yeah.
If this was basketball, I'd be saying he's Penny Hardaway or Grant Hill. DOC, when he came out, he had lyrics. He had personality. Like if I'm he was marketable. The ladies liked him. The streets liked him. He had the good music. He had the voice. He was a perfect artist. And then he had the accident that took his voice. So that was so sad as an artist. But I heard he's getting his voice back. I heard he's working on. So yeah, he's the greatest what if. Because if he never loses his voice, what is NWA? What is the West Coast trajectory if he's still performing at his peak?
Yeah, everything changes.
Yeah.
No, everything changes because we don't even understand what type of MC he could have been.
Right.
Had that not happened.
Right.
That's right, man. Punchline Academy. Cormega's in the building. This is my guy right here. All right, so here on the Punchline Academy, we have a top 5 segment. We do everything from top 5 fast foods to, whatever the listeners want to hear. So my question for you today, sir, top 5 producers with bars. Shoot for it.
This is going to be tough. All right, top 5 producers with bars. When we talk about bars, did they have to write them? Or do they just...
I think we want people that probably wrote their own bars.
Oh, that's okay. All right, Kanye West. Even for the people that are Kanye detractors at this moment, look at his early body of work. Look at his lyrics and look how he stood toe-to-toe with some of the GOATs lyrically. Kanye West, Havoc.
Havoc's a good one.
RZA.
Definitely.
That's 3 right there. Wow, I just realized this guy does beats too. Eminem.
4.
Because I'm not just looking at the ability to have bars and do beats. I'm looking at the impact that they made too. Number 5 is gonna be tough. Oh wow, somebody wrote something.
The fact that this question was whether or not they wrote all their own bars,
right.
that hurts.
Oh, now I'm playing myself. Number 5, Large Professor.
Large Professor, Large Pro, round of applause. Cormega in the building. So talk about the new Cormega AZ record.
Well, I told A, it's long overdue. We out here. Let's give these people what they want. Instead of just doing old songs. Me myself as an artist, I hate that. So we got the beat. We laid our bars and we waiting for the streets to tell us how they feel.
Shout out to everyone tapped in the left lane. The Inphamus Amadeuz, the Punchline Academy. My guy Cormega is here. Shout out to Tone Viera on the board. So when you look back, let's say, when it's all said and done, what do you want your legacy to be? What do you want the fans and the people to not only remember you for, but something that they got from listening to your music?
When it's all said and done, I want people to use my resilience as something that's applicable to all walks of life. Like Mega came, he dealt with adversity, he got through adversity, he broke through, he made his own lane, and then he lasted. Because look at all the artists that was hot or whatever in the 90s. I'm selling more than them now. And I don't got no big machine I don't have a big machine. Like, just look, on social media, a lot of people call me the people's champ. I don't call myself that. They say that. Look at me as like that.
People have anointed you. Do you think that maybe a lot of artists got too comfortable with the label carrying everything, and it's like they're still waiting for the label to come, when now you can go direct to consumer? I mean, you can drop merch, you can drop a record right on this platform, that platform, and your fans can buy directly from you. So do you think that's hurt a lot of your peers?
I think what I think hurt a lot of my peers? They never were who they proclaimed to be in their music. And when their music gave them
major key alert.
And when their music gave them a little notoriety, they didn't know how to accept it.
Yeah.
So there's a saying, people will always remember how you make them feel. And, I see great athletes say, I gave my all every game I play because there might be somebody that's watched me play for the first time. Mm-hmm. I seen rappers coast. I seen rappers say things like, yeah, man, I'm about to do this feature, man. I'm just going to give him a bullshit verse. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't really got... But that bullshit verse reflects on you, not him. They don't know what he paid you. They're not going to remember, but they're going to remember your verse. Yeah. So it's like, I always gave my all. And this is, if you think about it, on social media now when they show like, they'll show songs like this Mobb Deep record was crazy. Mega killed this. I'm not saying this. They saying that. Almost every album I'm on one of the standout tracks is the song with Cormega. Mm-hmm. And if you think I'm capping, look, it was written. I was on the front of back shit.
Classic.
Murder Music. I'm on What's Your Poison?
Classic.
HNIC, the song 3.
Yeah.
Funkmaster Flex Volume 2. My freestyle was one of the most popular ones. Tony Touch, Peacemaker, my interlude. High Technology, the song with me and Jonelle. Mm-hmm. Conway with Alchemist. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I give my all on every song that I do. So that's what I want the people to remember. And it's like another thing, like we talking about the artists, the problem is like I said, some of these people weren't who they say they are. And when they got a little attention, they didn't know how to act. When they got a little money, they didn't know how to act. When they got a little fame, they didn't know how to act. The biggest problem I see with artists, they treat the fans like the fans are on their dick. Yeah. I treat the fans like the fans are my boss. Mm-hmm. Your job security...
Because they are. 100%.
And it's like, your job security is based on your job performance and how the boss sees this performance. Yeah. So if the fans are the same ones that can say, we don't want to buy your stuff no more, and then it's a wrap. Mm-hmm. You will never see a fan at a Cormega show leaving mad because I didn't autograph something. You will never see a fan at a Cormega show, say, I spoke to Mega and he didn't speak back to me. Right. Or it's just how I am. Yeah. So that's what ruined a lot of rappers. They treated everybody like they was beneath them. Yeah. And now when it's quiet, and another problem that I see with rappers is this. The ones that look, you listen to the music, you listen to the songs, right? There's songs like, I'm better than you, my life is better than yours, my bitch is better than yours, I'm a fuck your girl if she go to the club, you ain't nothing, I got this. Then it's like, but my album's out, buy it.
Yeah, because you're talking down.
Right, so people like, fuck you, I don't want to buy that.
Copy that shit.
So it's like, treat the people like they're important, which they are.
Yeah, no, they are the most important aspect.
They're more important than anything.
Yeah, of the thing. Tone, any final thoughts?
Music was curated to us, artists that were signed to record labels, they got pushed onto radio stations, and that's how we knew about artists. Right. Now it's like some idiot right now can make a song and be like, in my Trump gold sneakers, and they'll go viral, and the dude will be like the most famous rapper for like, in the Billboard charts this week. Right. But what are your thoughts on the whole, like, the old way of music being curated to us versus the new way where anyone can just find their niche?
I think it's a double-edged sword with both of it. The old way, like you said, it was curated. It was monopolized. It was harder to get heard. If you're on a major label, guess who those old radio, I mean, you guys are an example of the new movement forward. Sirius Satellite, God bless y'all, because y'all give people more opportunities. There's other radio stations where you listen to the radio for a couple of hours, you might hear the same song 4 times. Yeah. On regular rotation. Mm-hmm. So a lot of artists wouldn't get the chance to be heard on those platforms. So it was a handful of people that was going to shine, and the other people were left out. I mean, Alicia Keys was on the shelf until somebody that has a good ear and like, yo, what are you doing? Let's work with her.
And she's a superstar.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So it's like, the old way was so controlled, it was harder to get in. That's why mixtapes were our benefit. But the thing with mixtapes and streaming that I don't like about both of them, though they're both beneficial to the artist, they both aren't economically beneficial to the artist. It benefits everybody else. It was mixtape DJs who was going home counting all the money. Mm-hmm. You was on the mixtape, you got the look, but they got the loot. Streaming pays terrible. It's terrible. Like, I took my music off stream. I put it back because I had to for some reason, you know what I'm saying? But the new way is to find an independent stream where you could get the most of your revenue. You just have to build your brand up, and then you'll be lucrative. Because the way that these big stream companies pay, you don't even get 25 cents. You don't even get it. I don't even know if you get a penny off of a song. You don't even get a penny. So what are we doing? You get 1 million streams, and you like, I got 1 million streams. Yeah, it looks good, it sounds good, but you don't got 1 million. You didn't even get 1 million. You didn't even get $1 for each stream.
Yeah, you get 2,400 per million.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like
0.3 cents for if you don't have a premium account, and then if you do, it's like 0.9.
And here's the crazy thing: like we said, it was monopolized before, but who owns Spotify now? Universal. So
they spun the block.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
they spun the block.
We got to find a way to bring equality economically to the artists. Even if you was making $1 off a stream, that would be better than what we're getting.
Well said.
Man, knowledge from Cormega, the legend in the building. Let's get into another record. So what's coming up for you? Next time we got a project, we got to get you up here, spit some bars, the Punchline Academy. The fans are going to be going crazy.
Yeah.
So we got to get you to come rap the next time. But what's coming up next? What do you have working on?
I'm headed to Europe to knock out some dates.
Nice.
Then I got to come back. I'm headed to Canada. I'll be in Vancouver March 22nd. Then what are we doing? I got some dates in Italy.
Getting that overseas money.
Yeah.
I gotta come hang out with Cormega.
Yeah.
Shave 45.
We could do some things.
I gotta come over there. I got my own show now. It's up. We could travel.
We can do things.
We going outside.
So I'm doing that, and then in the meantime, I'm trying to finish these. I got a secret project. I don't want to say what I'm doing. I'll tell you off the air.
Okay.
With a producer, dope producer. You guys all know him. And I got a project with Harry Fraud that I'm dying. Now I don't want to say dying. I want to put
really Harry Fraud did the whole project.
I got a whole project that I'm doing with Harry Fraud that I'm waiting for us to like. Let's go, Harry. If you can hear me, let's go.
Time to work, man.
Yeah, I wanna get that Harry Fraud product out. I got a album. You know how the artists do the Lost Tapes album?
Yeah, you have one of those.
Yeah, but I need a title. I don't want to call it Lost Tapes. Everybody use that. I just want to I need a dope title, and I'm gonna put out. I have unreleased songs with me and some Wu-Tang guys. I have like rare songs like. Use mad clips with me and Styles P that never was really released. I got a lot of exclusive music that I want to put out. So
nice. So the fans look forward to that. Cormega in the building, the Punchline Academy. I'm the Inphamus Amadeuz. Let's play some more music. We'll be back. Left Lane music.